We've been talking for the past few days about cancer research, but what springs to your mind when we use that term? And what do you think it actually encompasses? It's such an umbrella term that now we recognise that even when we talk about cancer, there are a myriad of different types of disease, whether it's in different parts of the body or different types of cancer. So when we're talking about cancer research, in the basic sciences, there are at least 9 different disciplines that look at cancer and its effects on the body. I've got a list of these here. They include cell biology, chemistry, molecular biology, bioengineering, bioinformatics, systems biology, immunology, genetics, and physics. So why is this important to know? Well, it's important because it's not uncommon for cancer research teams now to be inter- or transdisciplinary. And that means that in order, for example, to study genetic stability or instability, and we know that that's important because that's an essential component of understanding cancer, there could actually be 9 different teams or 9 different groups in one team looking into that kind of genetic stability. So it's well beyond the scope of this post to actually talk about the similarities, overlaps and differences between each of those disciplines. And we've certainly come a long way since 1953 when Watson and Crick discovered the structure of DNA. And so scientists understand an awful lot more now about DNA and the behaviour of our cells and the influence of the RNA and what that means in terms of protein molecules and nucleotides and amino acids on our genetic code. We do know, and I think it would be fair to say that this is fairly common knowledge, you don't have to have a scientific background to understand that when these systems actually malfunction or where there are epigenomic changes, then obviously cancer could occur. It's not to say that it would be a given, but we know that there are certain factors that actually predispose individuals to cancer, or there might be certain markers that will occur in the body that can be recognised. So it's important that each of those disciplines continue with their fundamental identities, like chemistry and physics, for example, and research into their specific area of expertise. But the point that I want to make here, and this is the third point on this little card, is about the opportunity that having these interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary teams offers, because that's where the real promise of understanding the complexities of these diseases actually affect our body. But it also means that it's far more challenging to manage, it's far more challenging to understand, it's far more challenging to find the interconnectedness between those disciplines, particularly as it relates to those bodily functions. And it also offers tremendous promise in terms of some of the subforms or the rarer forms of cancer as well. So we need to understand, for example, how certain drugs might work in treating cancer, but how they affect the rest of our bodies. So interdisciplinary research and grouping lots of teams together is fundamentally important to understanding this range of diseases.